Hey folks, today we're going to see how we can change the development connection from something like BigQuery to Snowflake. Now you can see here I've got one project set up to connect to BigQuery on the development environment. This means when I'm operating in the IDE, something you'll notice is that you can't actually change this. So if you go into here, you try to edit, you will notice that this is not something you can change. So connections cannot be changed from one to the another. You basically have to create a whole new connection. Now, in this project, it's connected to BigQuery, and you'll notice that my profile credentials is also set up for BigQuery. So if I go into the IDE, and if I build a model, for example, this, and we look at logging, you can see that this is currently BigQuery, and this is all the BigQuery stuff over here. We can compile something like this, and this tells us that we are currently connected to BigQuery, so everything is as expected. So what we need to do here is we need to create a new connection. I only have one right now. I'm going to create a Snowflake connection. So I'm going to create a Snowflake connection and then give it a save. Okay, so here I've got a Snowflake connection already created. So you can see I have two here. If I go into my environments, go into the dev environment, and try and switch this out, you'll notice that I cannot do it. I can only choose from the different BigQuery connections if I have many. So you can't switch to a different warehouse from the development environment settings page. So what we need to do here is essentially we need to go and delete this development environment and create a new one. So let's go ahead and do that. So you do this by going to environments, go to your environment, your dev environment, settings, edit, delete, confirm. So this gets rid of the development environment. So there's no more development environment. So let's create another one. Development. So I might call this, I'll just leave that alone. I'll switch this. So when you see upon creation is when we can choose the particular adapter type. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to give it a save. And now if I double check the dev environment, it's now on Snowflake. Now something you need to do is you need to go into your credentials. Each user, they need to go into their credentials. You'll see that there's a couple of like Snowflake things here set up, which you can enter your usernames and passwords and stuff, but this will cause an error. So what we want to do here is delete the current credential. Make sure there's nothing set up. Go to edit, put in all the right stuff here. Can do a quick test, see if it works. And then give it a save. And then now this is set up. If we go back into our IDE, this will prompt us to do, it's going to be probably a restart. There you go. So it'll say you want to restart your IDE whenever you change any kind of setting, especially if you're doing such a huge change from one adapter type to another. Cool. And then now, if I try and build bar, then now what we see is Snowflake stuff instead of the BigQuery stuff, right? Can double check by compiling the target type. And then we see Snowflake. So to repeat, what we need to do is we need to first create a new connection that points to a different adapter type, for example, Snowflake. We need to go into the environment. We need to delete the existing environment, create a new environment, set it to the new adapter type, and then each and every user that wants to use the IDE, they need to go into their profile, credentials, go into the existing one, even though it will show as if it's the new adapter, you still need to go and delete and then create another one, at which point you should get an IDE restart, and then you can use the new adapter in your IDE. Thank you.